on all the other publications and websites. Number 1 has not changed. It is the Kansas City Chiefs.
Number
2 has changed.
Yeah, that's what I would think. It's got to be the Vikings. I'm going to say the Ravens, even though they're 2-2.
Tis not. It is the Minnesota Vikings.
All right, Vikings at 4-0.
4-0.
And the Ravens?
No. Then the Bills down 2 spots from the number 1 spot last week because ESPN and the AP like to get all, ooh, look at this team. They're better than the Chiefs. Ooh, look at this team. Alabama's better than. I'll tell you right now, Alabama should not be ranked higher than Texas in the AP poll.
I don't think they should be either, but that's okay. But they are.
Number 3 is the Bills. They're down 2 spots.
That's weird. I mean, the Bills just got throttled by the Ravens.
Only down 2 spots.
That's weird. So the Ravens are 4?
Up from number 5, 1 spot from last week to number 4, the 3-1 Detroit Lions.
All right, I guess that's okay. And then the Ravens, jeez.
Up from number 13 last week, number 5, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, stop it. Now we're getting silly.
Buccaneers making a charge.
The Buccaneers are not better than the Ravens. Come on.
Finally, they got. I don't know if they got.
If you're just going to go by record, why don't you just list the standings?
I don't know if they go by record or not. But number 6, down 4 spots from last week, the Seattle Seahawks at 3-1. They don't go by record because
sure looks like it.
Number 7 are the 2-2 Baltimore Ravens, up from number 12. Number 8, the Houston Texans, 3-1, so they don't go by ranking. The 49ers at number 9, and the Washington Commanders, your biggest riser, from 19 last week to number 10.
Whose rankings are these? Power rankings?
ESPN.
Throw them in the garbage.
Garbage.
That's terrible.
Fine friends and partners.
What are they doing over in Bristol?
I don't know.
I will have you know this. They
are the Bears.
They are some of the most kind to the Bears. Not the most, but some of the most.
Bears,
the Bears
are about 16th, 15th.
20th, up 6 spots. They were 26 last week.
I thought ESPN was a little higher on them. That's why I said
they're usually the harshest.
Oh, they're the harshest.
They're usually the harshest.
My bad. Okay. Well, I know one's pretty high on them and one wasn't. So
they moved up in every ranking.
Okay.
They're ranked 22nd on NFL.com and Pro Football Talk. They're up 5 spots in each, respectively. They are up to number 18 on Yahoo, number 17 on The Ringer, and CBS. Your boy,
Jason La Canfora.
No.
Prisco.
Pete Prisco has them at 14.
Wow.
Up
See,
4
he doesn't hate the
spots
Bears
from last week.
I was like, that guy Prisco hates the Bears. He doesn't care.
Nah, he doesn't care.
Pete doesn't care.
He doesn't hate. He's
all
not
right. That list, I don't like ESPN's list, but okay. There aren't 8 better teams in the NFL than the Ravens. We all know that, right?
There aren't. Yeah,
there's not a chance in hell there are 7 better teams than the Ravens.
I don't think the Seahawks are better than the Ravens.
They're not. I can tell you that they're not. I mean, that's crazy. So,
in other news, according to Vinny Bonsignori of the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Vinny Boombots? Is that?
Bonsignori of the... I apologize to Vinny if he's listening.
Now, Adam. Bonsignori.
Or Bonsigner. I don't know how it goes. His name's
Bonsignore.
It's Vinny,
that
so
means
it's probably,
He's a good man. He's a Bonsignore.
Of the Las Vegas Review-Journal, the Raiders have begun reaching out to teams to gauge their interest in trading for Davante Adams.
That's interesting.
Calling a division rival in the Chiefs.
Yeah.
You need a receiver. We'll give you Davante. I am interested to see how this goes the next couple of weeks. Do the Chiefs make a bold move to grab a wide receiver?
I'd call somebody that's going to finish like 11th, 12th, 13th. Somebody that believes they're going to make the playoffs.
So you get a better draft
pick?
Get
a better draft choice. Why would I want the 28th pick?
What would if I were to tell you your beggars can't be choosers and you're still getting a first round pick or a couple of them for a player that you might not want anymore? I'm playing devil's advocate here. I got to counsel. I'm your consigliere.
Yeah, I got to.
Let me counsel with you. Right? Like if you were the owner, if you were the GM, I'm Bonsignore. Let's say you're the GM of the Raiders and you've hired me. I'm your consigliere. And you're like, why the hell would I do? I'd say, listen, now I got to counsel. We don't want Davante Adams. We stink. He's unhappy. Let's trade him, get some salary relief. And so what if it's the 29th pick in the draft? It's a first rounder. That's my counsel to you.
I am now looking for teams that are 2-2 that need people. The Packers probably need a receiver. Watson down with an injury already.
What's the latest with Watson? How bad? Well, he can't stay healthy.
He can't stay healthy. He's down with an injury already. And after that, I don't even know what direction you would go. The Arizona Cardinals need a receiver. They got Marvin Harrison. Why do they need another receiver?
I wouldn't think so. They're in their current state. I wouldn't think so.
The only one you'd need is maybe the Rams.
Yeah.
But I don't think the Rams are in win now mode.
They might not be at 1-3 with all the injuries they've had.
Yeah. I don't think they're in win now mode. So you're going to have to go to a better team then.
What about the Chargers? I mean, I like Ladd McConkey and Quentin Johnson, quite frankly, has been a little bit better than last year, but some of that was scheme related, and I still don't think he's got great burst or get off. I mean, I think he's got trouble separating in coverage. So, like, I don't know that they love him. I do like Ladd McConkey a whole heck of a lot, but what about a team like the Chargers?
How about a team like the Jets?
I mean, they've got weapons already. They've got his guy Lazard there. They got Garrett Wilson.
He's not Davante Adams.
I understand that, and I see what you're saying. It's Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams back together again. They're just getting
that'd be interesting.
That would be interesting.
How old is Woody Johnson? I mean, he's knocking on heaven's door, isn't he?
He's got to be.
Doesn't he got 1 foot in the grave?
Well,
he's older than dust.
Oh, let's see.
Does he want to win?
Woody Johnson he's 77. So
he's getting up there.
Not that old anymore, I guess.
Not that young either.
It's not that young. Yeah. That's true. Yes.
Not that young.
Yep.
Speaking of not that young, Aaron Rodgers is no longer the oldest NFL player.
Ooh, that's interesting. Is Mercedes Lewis?
No. You're not going to get it because he just signed with the Seahawks practice squad.
Jason Peters.
There you go.
He just signed with Seattle's practice squad?
Seattle's practice squad.
So how old is he
42 years
That's
old.
Amazing. 42. God bless. What else, Adam?
Grab your tickets January 4th against the Knicks. The Bulls will honor Derrick Rose.
Ooh, nice. January 4th. Kick off the new year against the Knicks.
Against the Knicks.
D Rose Night. That's awesome.
D Rose Night at the Bulls
game.
Do
you think they're retiring his jersey that night?
So the Bulls haven't put out anything officially on this. This was released by Shams Charania. So I would assume that they would have released like a statement, right? Like, we're going to be retiring Derrick Rose's jersey.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Is there a ring of honor in there now?
No.
Yeah, they have one. Remember the controversy from last year? They made what's her name?
They made poor Mrs. Krause cry. Remember?
So that's the 4th, right?
Yes.
So that's Saturday, the 4th. Sunday, the 5th, the Bears play the Packers to end the season.
What a weekend.
That's a weekend.
That's a double dip.
What a weekend.
That's a weekend.
That is a weekend, you guys. Double dipperoo action, although that last game is in Green Bay, but it's a short enough drive. I like it. All right, what else, Adam?
All right, lastly, this is like two different sound bites. I'm just going to kind of combine it into one. Jed Hoyer had his end of the season press conference tonight, right? Or today, just now, about a few hours ago, and said two things. He's entering the final year of his contract in 2025.
Right, that we knew.
He said he looks at it as an opportunity. Doesn't sound like he's going to get an extension before then, so he's going to go in the final year of his contract. He also said that the Cubs need to acquire a star player. I'm going to steal shot or no shot. Jed Hoyer put the pressure on Tom Ricketts to go out and spend money this offseason to get a star.
I think that's exactly what he did. I think that is what he did. I think Jed Hoyer is probably wondering, I'm the general manager of the Chicago Cubs with an incredible number of revenue streams, and they cry poor that the TV network hasn't done what they thought it was going to do. Ricketts thought the TV network was going to be, a much more economic windfall than it turned out to be. But still, they don't tell me that they can't find the money for someone like Juan Soto. So Jed Hoyer has to be thinking, why can't I have what Andrew Friedman has? Why can't I get nice toys? Why can't I get what Brian Cashman gets? Or why am I blanking on who's in New York right now? I'm looking right at him. I can't think of the GM with the Mets.
Zach Stacy.
It's not Zach Stacy.
No? Is it Deuce Staley?
It's not Deuce Staley. I don't know what to say to you sometimes. David Stearns, thank you, from Milwaukee, who used to be in Milwaukee. I'm looking right at his face. Sure. He's been Milwaukee's general manager. He's now with the Mets. Like, why don't I get nice things like they do? This is Chicago. We're the Cubs. That's what he's saying, not me.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. And yes, I think that is a shot. Yes.
Was Bellinger's a one-year deal with an option or just a one-year deal?
Bellinger had 2 years of options, if I'm not mistaken. Right, guys? Does he pick up both years of those? I believe it's incumbent upon Bellinger now. He could pick up the last 2 years of those deals. That's a question for Jesse. We'll put Jesse on next week. We'll recap that.
By the way, I thought we had soccer on. What are we doing watching this baseball
playoffs
crap?
are on. The soccer's over. It was 4-0. You guys didn't even know one of the teams.
It's a full day of Champions League.
Borussia
Dortmund and Barcelona play in 10 minutes.
Oh, that's right. You can watch baseball until 2.
Oh, come on.
And at 2 o'clock, we're going to switch it to
Leave
soccer.
the baseball on. Stop it. This is baseball. It's October.
Stop it.
This is America.
It's Champions League.
What is it? Champions League.
It's baseball. It's October. This is America.
It's October.
All right. What gets better ratings, Carm?
I don't know. Maybe the Champions
Across the
League.
globe.
Across the globe, it'll be.
Well, it's a World Series, is it not?
That's unfair. We're only looking at these stats here in America, baby.
You call it the World Series.
Well, I don't call it that. That's what they call it.
It's not the Earth Cup.
Back then, it used to just be the World Series. There was nothing else going. We're going to talk to Tom Thayer. That's the